All right, Nation, really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I want to be able to talk to you all just a little bit on the running back committee. Running back by committee. If Ezekiel Elliott don't want to sign his contract and we forced to go with the Tony Pollard, the Alfred Morris's, Mike Weber, Jordan Chun, Jamez Olawale, if we are forced to go with these guys, right? Can the Cowboys win with running back by committee? Is that a thing that the Cowboys can do? Going back to the last, 3 Super Bowl teams that won, right? Not talking about the Cowboys last 3. It's been many a moons ago. But we're going to look at the New England Patriots. Running back by committee. They had a guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield. They had a bruiser guy, And then if you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, running back by committee. And then the team before that, I think it was the running back by committee team again. Was it the Patriots again? Yeah. So what I'm saying is that Ezekiel Elliott for this team is the end all be all. I'm not going to even lie. I can't lie to kick it with you all. Everybody know that we don't want Ezekiel Elliott. We need Ezekiel Elliott. He just changed the whole dynamics of the team on how the opposition plays us, whether it be 8, 9 men in the box, whether it be an extra safety down inside too. So they look at all those things with Ezekiel Elliott. He is the path of the righteous man as be said on all sides. But if we add into these things right here with Tony Pollard, and I know that this organization is trying to lift them up. They lifted him up like, hey, this guy can be like the next Alvin Kamara, But I don't like to have those high expectations. I like to say, hey, let's prove it with this thing out here on the film, But, the field of play is everything. This is not college Cowboy Nation. But I can say, if this team, if we play teams, because Dak Prescott is 5-3 without Ezekiel Elliott. And I do know that I think 2 or 3 of those games were like garbage time or what have you. Ezekiel Elliott couldn't play. And then, of course, we talking about the suspension game and things like that in 2017. But what I'm saying is collectively. And then, if you really think about it, 5-3 without Ezekiel Elliott, I think one of the other losses came on Dak Prescott record because he started like the first series. You remember that game we lost to the Eagles? I think it was 2000. I want to say 16, the last game of the season. They counted that as a loss. So actually he's 5-2. But who's counting? Who's counting, right? Who's counting? My thing is, Cowboy Nation, and I could be wrong. It could be 5-3, 5-2. You guys who, the stats experts out there, you guys can let me know. Can this team, this 2019 team, win without Ezekiel Elliott? And my thing is, too, will Ezekiel Elliott, he already missed, 6 games, 7, 8 games collectively. We don't really want him to tarnish his legacy by holding out for some pocket change. Now, there are some theories out there that, Jerry Jones loved to sell tickets, and somebody in the chat box mentioned this, and I would love to give you credit. Just post your name down below so, I can highlight your comment. He said, you know what, Law? How about this? What if Jerry Jones told Ezekiel Elliott, because they already know the news before it lands, hey, go to Cabo. We're going to take care of this. We already know that you got this thing out there as far as the lawsuits and things. We've been trying to iron that out. Just go to Cabo. Let all of this news media goes around. But at the end of the day, we got you signed. We really want to evaluate the young running backs that we got now, the Webbers, the Tony Pollards. And then we would chop up your contract right when it's time, for the season to start. Just chill, relax. We're going to give you your dime. And Jerry Jones said, okay, here's a check. Just go to Cabo. Don't say that I gave you this money. Somebody put that in my ear the other day. And I don't know your name, so just post that down below. That could be something that's happening. That could be a real deal situation. There's a lot of things that we as fans, we looking way from the outside in, and his organizations internally. One thing I can say, that Jerry Jones, he look after his star players. Outside of DeMarco Murray. He look after his star players, outside of somebody else. I don't want to say Dez Bryant because he still gave Dez Bryant his money. It's just that Dez Bryant got into a situation with the injuries and didn't gel right with Dak Prescott. And that's the story of a different day. Shout out to Dez Bryant, though, because he was talking about this on his Twitter again. He was saying that, hey, you guys don't know the full story. So my thing is, I really want to know your thoughts, Cowboy Nation. Can this team win with running back by committee? Can this team find ways to beat the Washington Redskins or the Giants? Week 1, the Giants, and then the Washington Redskins. My thing is, too, when you play divisional foes in the first weeks, they're all healthy. They all got their game plan. Right now, I think that the Giants are already installing like plays to stop the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I would do. That's the first game of the year. You always want to start off fast. And I'm looking at it like, hey, Cowboys, they need to start off fast. Don't want to, they need to. So in order for all these things to gel together, they have to be focused and driven. And these first 2 games, you can't play around with those games. Remember this, if you guys don't hear nothing else from me, football is a game of inches. Look, that's why we were so freaked out when the field goal kicker was missing all those field goals in practice. It's a game of inches. Every inch matter, and every point matter, whether it's 3. That's why I get mad. I get really mad when people don't count rushing touchdowns for the quarterback. Because weren't you guys cheering and rooting on for the team when Dak Prescott ran it in for a touchdown, or when he ran it in for the 2-point conversions on that playoff game against the Rams? So you can't discount points. And the last time I look at it, points are points. My cousin, we used to play ball all the time, but he couldn't dunk, but he could shoot. And he would say, hey, when a dunk worth 3 points, that's when I would do it, So he was shooting them threes all day. It looked pretty, nothing wet, just shooting them threes. And he would say, hey, I bet you can't dunk. And he was like, well, shoot, when a dunk worth 3 points, that's when I would start doing that. I said, okay. So don't look for the styles all the time. And I'm not saying that you don't have to dunk in the NFL, because that's something that we used to do back in the days after you score a touchdown, dunk over the field goal. You know what I mean. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But what I'm saying is that points are points. 18 touchdowns in his 3 years. I can book it that he's going to have more touchdowns this year running it in too, because I saw some installment drills during OTAs and training camps of them doing more of the quarterback sneak in for the touchdown when they're in the money zone. So those are things we got to look at too. The preseason 2 game is right around the corner. Training camp is over with in Oxnard. Everybody packing up their bags. They're going to be back out here in Frisco. So hopefully I can get all of the resources together to just now drive down the street and get some good footages of them in Frisco, practicing and doing it up. All right, Cowboy Nation, I didn't talk to you all long enough, but I really want to know how you guys feel about this running back situation. Do you guys think that the wide receivers can, step it up enough, whereas we can forget about, hey, we just need that one running back? And I'm not saying that Ezekiel is not the end all be all. And I'm not saying that Tony Pollard is the next best thing since sliced bread. But if you can get those marginal rates of return off of Tony Pollard, that would be nice. And if Dak Prescott can step it up a whole lot better than what he did the previous 3 years, it'll be good too. Let me know, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to Nothing But the Bass. Salute. I'm out. Peace. Let's go. Let's go.